Hello. We are here for stream number 3. Okay. So, possibly, you are wondering, in the last stream what happened, because I streamed at a late hour bit last night. It's kind of fun. And a few things happened. So thing one that happened was we got Clontus. Second big thing, Yamagami evolved. We got our second and third gym badges, and we've got the Good Rod. All of that in just under 2 hours of game time. I did just check on the friendship stat on Togepi, who seems to be pretty friendly already. And could evolve really at any given moment. So we'll go for this item. Alright, there we go. Get a great ball. Nice. That'll be helpful for catching Finian, because that's the next thing we're going to do. But we're going to have to do quite a bit of backtracking to get there. Let me move my microphone just so I'm a little closer. Alright. And then I don't have to be as loud. Alright. And actually, I don't know. Let me know if my mic's too loud, if I'm a little too close. Because I can always change it. But yes, we are going to walk all the way back to Valley Windworks. And we are going to use the Good Rod to catch the Pokemon we want to catch, which is Finian. Because why not? And I should have already got Super Repels. Actually, is there a... Oh, this is when they still had manual sort, I think. Alright. Well, then that's fine. That is all good. But Soothe Bell walking with Togepi should be more than enough for us to get friendship levels high. Oh, I forgot we hadn't faced these guys. So we could just get Togetic right now. But anyway, how's everyone doing on this nice, sunny, was it Tuesday? Tuesday. Nice. I actually got my dates right. That's nice. This Roselia isn't as annoying as the wild one. Combi. Yeah, Shadow. Be helpful when we get some of the other Pokemon that we want to pick up. Particularly like Frostlass, when we get to that point. I know bug types aren't the biggest thing in the world, the biggest problem, but not having a fire type, a little bit annoying. I wonder, actually, if Clontus will evolve at this exact moment. It would be interesting. Level 23. Over 200 happiness. There we go, Clontus is evolving. Awesome. And Clontus has evolved into Togetic. Alright, well, I don't think we need the Soothe. I was trying to have gotten what moves I learned. Only really Earthquake, but pretty strong. We need to teach Clontus a better move that he can actually use. Return. Wait, but he's a special attacker. Yeah, that attack is not very good. And has Hustle. Not the best ability. But we really don't have any special moves. You curse yourself. Well, in that case, we don't have to really walk with Clontus anymore. In fact, we'll do this. And then we can make our way all the way around. I love how out of the way a Pokemon like Finian actually is. Because you'd think it'd be kind of easy Pokemon to pick up since it's not a very good Pokemon. But you have to go all the way to get the good rod, just so you can go all the way up Cycling Lane again. Because you have to go all the way back to Valley Windworks. Or Jubilife City. I think either are fine. And probably going a slightly longer way as well. Oh, we never picked up this item. Togekiss? No. There's actually a few really strong team members. We're just not gonna get them right now. We're gonna get them later. Because of those last two Pokemon that we get access to, it's Toxicroak and... who else? Toxicroak and Frostlass. Those are good Pokemon. Oh, we don't have access there, okay. But Togekiss, Finian, Bronzor probably will be not the... yeah. Yeah. Although I think it could be worse. But yeah. Anyway, we need to... basically, I'm just gonna check the Safari like every day to see what happens. And there we go, we get a Finian. But let's go ahead, we'll use an extra sensor on it. Don't know if that'll take it down, it doesn't. So let's try and get it to sleep. And Netball's good on water types, I think. There we go, we got ourselves a Finian. Don't know how useful this is going to be to our team and how often we're going to use it, but... the Wingfish Pokemon. First time I think I've ever caught one, an actual Pokemon. And the unlucky person who was in chat last night was Rodil. So... sorry, buddy. Well, I guess best way to go back's gonna be that exact way we came. What item do you have? A Pekka-berry. Why? Anyway. Nebel probably best when for water type, yeah, because water and bug. But that wasn't really, it was more of a... I was happy it caught. Well, I thought we'll try the netball, do something different than a Pokeball or a Great Ball. And actually, let's grab these while we're here. While we're backtracking. Worst Pokeball. Probably some of the Johto Apricorn Pokeballs that just couldn't do anything. It's hard to say, because, like, Pokeballs that are as bad as a Pokeball tend to... like, Premier Ball is basically just an inverse Pokeball, but you get it for free. Things like Luxury Balls and Cherish Balls and stuff that kind of don't have super amazing buffs are still just interesting and harder to get. I think in just standard playthroughs, I think you're looking at something like a Timer Ball being the least effective, but even then for legendaries can be useful. Repeat Ball probably. Heavy Ball's easy, just throw it at heavy Pokemon. Heavier the Pokemon, like if you want to get a Snorlax, Heavy Ball. That's how the Heavy Ball works. Alright, let's just move a little bit of our team around. Oh, and you got Gust, too. That's nice. Time Ball, amazing. I think the Repeat Ball is the one that I would say is the biggest of the stinkers. Because how many times are you catching a Pokemon you've already caught before? Alright, let's take these two. I think they have Electric type. Oh no, they don't. But either way, it doesn't matter, because we've got Earthquake, which doesn't affect Shadow. So our next evolution, at least that I can think of, if you want a living dex, sure, but at that point you might as well just go to, like, just catch a Ditto and hatch the Pokemon you want at the daycare. I don't know, I feel like Repeat is good if you want to catch a really specific Pokemon, like I want a Pokemon with a specific ability. Rodeo can take out a Cleffa. Surely. Over Rain Dance. Oh, man. Alright. Bring out Clontus. Metronome. Follow me. Interesting. I don't know. That'll be not useful for us, I don't think. Alright. I'm also really happy that this team does not have the likes of someone like a Vespiquen on it. I mean, the Snow Run thing's already a bit annoying, but I definitely don't want to deal with the trees. Honey trees. I probably should have looked at that. There we go. Oh, alright, Barry tells you about things. Yeah, he's gonna just do seals and defog and all that sort of stuff. So, and defog's actually useful in this game, which is really annoying. But we got a few things that we need to do, which will be fun. Usually, that's a berry planting spot for me, but Not this time round. So let's take these two on. And that was easy. And we'll battle you. And we'll battle them all. Though, definitely gonna want to get our water type up to scratch. Considering our two aces, or our two strongest Pokemon, are Grass and Steel. Bulky as they are. Steel Wing. And Lost Tower. Shadot. I was thinking, I don't think Shadot can go to sleep, but it has a different ability, doesn't it? Yeah, so it can, which is good. Alright, Yamagami, your time to shine. There we go. Though we'll definitely need to just quickly heal up. Oh, I should probably pick that up. Oval Stone. Actually, no idea what that does. You know, with Clontus, it's not even like leveling up is the problem, it's just getting a good move on him. Because we'd probably be fine. We'd probably be fine with, from a level standpoint of using Clontus. It's just using Clontus in general while, no good move. Move bad. Just metronome. Also, why did Bonsly do so much? Brick Breaks have not been doing anything to us. It's another Clontus no get good move from level up. I hope we didn't miss a good level up move. That would be not very good. Oh. That is an actual... Oh. So Rodil can come out. We're gonna go for Rain Dance. I don't know what to hit this thing with. We'll go Razor Leaf. Water Gun and Razor Leaf. Oh, poor Rodil. Not that worried about it. We gotta come back here with Defog. I was thinking, I wonder if we should come here without, or with Defog active. We should get that first. Nah, let's just do the battles. That was the thought process. Turns out we need Defog. Actually, can't Finian learn Defog? Because it's got its weird flying type thing. Because then I wouldn't have to waste it on a Pokemon I want to use, like Togetic or Togekiss when we get there. Can I remember every single room? No. Do I do it every single time? Yes. Am I gonna need a Firestone? No. Considering that is a hiker dude. Oh, okay. So it's none of those two, and then this is one. Easy does it. I don't think there's anything on this one. I like how speeding it up can sometimes make it worse. No, you do go down here because you want the Thunderstone. I don't remember it being the stones. Anyway, Defog, Odd Incense, Mind Plate, Nugget. Alright. It's the Luck Incense, I think, which I didn't know about. Which gives you like a ton of money. It's basically... I think it's a better amulet coin? It's similar to an amulet coin, but I think you get more. Oh, Rodil, you've just made yourself a very happy part of this team. And we'll get that item. Oh, it is just that. Okay. PP up. Anyway, now we gotta run all the way back up there in the tower, use defog, get the items we want, and I guess we'll evolve Shadow pretty quickly. And then we'll make our way to Veilstone City. And 2 gyms are pretty close together, so we should get through the 5th gym. Which... trying to think... what would be next? I think it is just... oh yes, you have the Cynthia mission. And there we are. We really should be a little bit further along. I think by like the 3rd time we'll play this game in a row, I will have started to optimize a few things. Man, I really wish we got Fly before the 4th gym, which was the 3rd gym. Poor Yamago. Oh, well, poor, Shadow. Poor Shadow. Got absolutely annihilated. Yeah, that's what we definitely needed to have happen last time. What move do you wish? Wish! But I guess it's better than Yawn, because we got Sweet Kiss and we got Charm, so we already got Confusion. We got Confusion already. We'll do this. We got more reliable. Confusion with Shadow. Ah, Happini. You give so much experience. There we go. So much experience. All that experience on one Pokemon. And you've got a Happini too. No, you have Togepi. That's right. They switched it out from Diamond and Pearl, which I'm used to. I'm only used to Diamond and Pearl. This will be interesting. Easy does it. Clontis is now actually 2 levels behind us. Oh boy. That was a bulky Pokemon. Bulk is gone. So many bulky Pokemon. And we don't have a fighting type yet. So we'll get, I think, about 2 dozen Moo Moo Milks here. We now don't need any more healing items, probably until we get to Pastoria City, if not after the 5th gym. Alright. Well... I was not paying enough attention to figure out why ground wasn't working on a rock steel type. But I guess, sure. One level away from Bronzong. Should be really nice to have a Bronzong on the team. Alright. Not worried at all. Take out the Machop. And all good. And go for items. Where is it? Well, there was a hidden item. Oh well. Shockwave. Driftblim. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Oh, let's see what Metronome gives us. Nothing so far. Well, that did do something. Oh my goodness. We tried. Oh boy. A licky tongue. Yeah, we can deal with that. It can also deal with us, apparently. Well, we don't have a move for Clontus yet. Still. Hey, we got to deal with Lucas. And Crash Awake. If we can get a good flying move on Togetic, we should be okay. I was gonna say, I doubt she has fire-type moves, but who would be crazy enough to take a steel or an ice-type? Or heck, grass-type? There's definitely ones in the game, but could the game have predicted my team before I loaded up the game? And if that is the case, that's incredibly creepy and weird. Well, I guess some of them have coverage for it. Doesn't matter because we're about to evolve. Having a Bronzong is going to be really useful. Not going to teach a block because I'm happy with his moveset right now. be honest, that could be its moveset. Full stop. And I'd be happy. By the way, we're just gonna go for, trainers, then we're gonna heal up, and then we'll do the puzzle. At some point, though, we definitely need to get, the experience share on Finian. I mean, if we can take it a level 31 with one shot, I'm pretty confident we'll be fine in this gym. What's this? Ancient power. Yes. We will teach it ancient power. Why is, of all the moves... But you're on par with our number 2 Pokemon now, so no more excuses. Rodal's excuse is just that it's not a good Pokemon. Which is true. Togetic is a good Pokemon, with a not a great moveset, if you want to do damage. And we get Fly after this gym, of course. I guess in theory I could have kept Gust on Finian. And just leveled Finian up. But I've actually got a strategy. Alright, let's get this gym puzzle done. And do that. I had way too much of a problem with that once when I was playing through on my own. Like, all of a sudden, I just could not remember how to do it. I think part of it was, like, I was just too hasty in wanting to finish the puzzle, so I went to a different area of the puzzle. And there we go. Let's save up, and we'll talk to Maylene. Because It's been kind of a minute since we saved, so... Maylene is a tricky gym leader. That much is just par for the course, really. So my strategy against a tricky gym leader is to just spam one move over and over again until we win. Because I know it'll work for 2 of the Pokémon. Which means we just need to spam a different good move against Machoke. And we've got Shadow here, who's got extrasensory. And the synergy between Torterra and Bronzong so far has been great. It's lacking, but the coverage, even early game, mid-early game at least, most definitely, in this game specifically, has been really quite good. I was looking at my phone because I really wasn't paying attention to this. Alright. Yamagami comes back out. And we're gonna hit Earthquake on Lucario. And it'll be the end, my friend. You know, the worst thing would be is Rodell had a slow learn up for experience. But anyway, that's halfway through the gym leaders now. I would usually say, like, 5th gym is halfway. But that's because of Crash or Wake. I always think Crash or Wake's the halfway point in this game. Because that's when you, like, properly gone through like a really big chunk of the region. You've got to kind of like you start backtracking and going back to different parts of the game that you haven't been to. Or have been to, but areas you couldn't get to earlier because of things like Surf or Strength, or whatever it may be, but now it can be dealt with. Anyway, we get Fly. Zubats. I did really just do that to myself, but... The other problem is we definitely want to go to both routes that lead to Pastoria City for levels' sake. Well, I guess we're just gonna learn about Team Galactic's plans here. We get Fly. Which will be better than Ancient Power, albeit it's still a physical move on a Pokemon that is special. But doesn't matter. So I think what we'll do is we'll head down to Pastoria. We'll see if Croagunk's available today. And then depending on what I've just said, we'll either continue on or not continue on, maybe. I don't know. It is awesome that we have Torterra, who just kind of, considering all of the Pokemon we got, it covers so many Pokemon. And it's just strong, so... Yeah, this guy just has a bunch of Goldines, I think. You know, he just has one Goldine. But I will be happy when I can rely on other Pokemon. Like Clontis there. In fact, this is really helpful. Because they're all grass type. Except Croagunk, but we can still take that out. And a Tangela. So mostly grass types, which Fly just deals with. Which is pretty cool. Ooh, Rodeo wants to learn Water Pulse. Better move. Alright, there we go. This is a bit worrying. But we got more battles. And it's all gonna work out in the end. Part of leveling up Rodeo right now as well, and not taking the top route, is because there's a lot more, like, hikers. But yeah, there's no way Rodeal's gonna be able to take out level 30s right now. We definitely need Rodeo to level up. Oh, I love Earthquake. Oh, you know what would be awesome? Would be Thunderbolt. Put on Togetic and have it for the Gyarados. Man. Let me actually, because this has got me thinking about me and my movesets and what we've got, and just in general, and it made me wonder where we get Thunderbolt. Because we can't use the moves we're going to want to use. So we've basically done, well, actually we've only done half the route. Sorry, Valley Windworks requires Surf. Okay, let's see how much it is at the game corner. We could get Thunderbolt. And that would be a much better move to have than Metronome. We need a coin case. Good. Clown giving him away. It's in one of these houses, I feel like. Hey! Coin case. We need... We're probably gonna need 40,000? 100,000. So 10,000. You might actually have to play some of the games. Because I don't think... We can afford that. Ooh, man. Alright, so action replay, you're gonna be my friend. Alright, what we're gonna do, we've spent money, some money, more than I usually would. But we're gonna do this instead. Yeah. Cool. Let's... go get some items. Because I'm against gambling. But yeah, we want Thunderbolt. And... what is this one? Ah, Giga Impact, Aeroball, Psychic would be useful. Ice Beam would be useful. Flamethrower. Frustration now. Return now. Hand Power now. U-turn. Could be useful, but I don't think so. Actually, Earthquake would be the best option. Sure, I'll go for a Swords Dance. Be nice on Krogunk. Alright. We got all the moves that we could possibly want. Not all of them are gonna be necessary just yet. But... Thunderbolt definitely isn't one of them. Okay. Can someone learn Shockwave at least? Alright, well that's something. It's only 60 damage, but it is special. On a special attacker. Don't know why you can't learn Thunderbolt. Maybe when you evolve you do. trying to think, who could possibly learn this? But so you can learn Flamethrower. Which I'm actually now thinking, of all the Pokemon to give it to, we could make, maybe we do make Clontus the ace. Anyway, Ice Beam. Rodil's able to use Ice Beam, that's an interesting one. Actually, not a surprising one, but interesting nonetheless. Sweet key. Sweet. Okay. I don't really want the old Gateau. It's not that necessary, I just like doing that puzzle. It's not really a puzzle. Plus I already know about it, so it's really not a puzzle. It's just a task that I've chose to do again. And actually, we should probably, I'll say is give levels to Clontus, but Clontus is actually kind of at a good level. I was actually worried about this. I was thinking, wait a minute, Shellos isn't ground type yet, is it? So you're gonna have to wait for Gastrodon, but we're definitely gonna just use the grass type moves, even though we've just proven we're fine. We're just gonna double check and make sure. There we go. There's the guy with the battle. And we'll... I mean, actually, we do a fairly decent amount of damage. We probably don't need... We could probably still take out... See, this is the big test. Assuming we need 2, which we may need 3, we should be fine. Okay. But yeah, actually I was realizing it doesn't... There's nothing really that's stopping us from fighting Crasher Wake. Other than me specifically. So we might as well go ahead and... it's just that. There's another little area. Guess not. Maybe I'm thinking about a different area. Probably am. Alright. Aerial A's. Nice. But yeah, even if we can't find a Krogunk, there's no reason for us to not take out Crasher Wake. It means that... we get the whole sequence of events to deal with Team Rocket exploding the marsh. So there's definitely... Ooh. Oh, Clontus is another viewer from the channel. He actually wasn't in the last stream because no one had joined at the point at which Togepi evolved. It was a bit of a quiet night. But no one really was around, and so I was like, I'll pick a random person who chatted recently, and I picked Clontus, because like, oh yeah, I'd known for a while, and anyway, so... Am I gonna get good luck? No. Alright, let's see if there is a Krogunk in and amongst the crowd. There's a Tangela, Quagsire, Bibarel, Wooper. Makes sense. Tropius is out today. Are we gonna have to deal with Krogunk not being around today? We may not be able to get Krogunk today. You know what? Platinum changed the game. Platinum changed the game. Okay. So, as it turns out, in Pokémon Platinum, you do not need the Great Marsh to catch yourself a Krogunk. Because for some reason, I say for some reason, it's a bad thing, it's a good thing. Game Freak decided we're gonna put Krogunk in Route 212. It's a 10% chance. So, we'll just clear out berries. And we'll have most of our team. We'll do this guy first as a battle. Oh, I guess you get elemental punches from like the shard trader people. Ooh. I was wondering about that because I'd love to get like an elemental punch, like Thunder Punch. Ooh, we got Toxic. That's a good move. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves a Krogunk. We're just gonna hover around and see what we can find. Quagsire, 30% chance. Shows a 45% chance. Krogunk's a 10% chance in Platinum. The only other Pokemon we should see is Weasel. So it'll be Quagsire, Weasel, Shellos, and Krogunk. Which means we don't have to do any shenanigans to the system. We can just... there we go. We got Krogunk. We also don't have another viewer, though. That is a slight problem. Who are we gonna give this to? But there we go, at least we get a Krogunk. And because he is healing a bit with dry skin, we can keep doing that. There we go. It's as easy as that. Alright, let's go find a viewer. Alright, well, we'll go with, let's see. I mean, in theory, we could just name, we could have 2 Yamagamis. From videos, we'll go JoJo Dose. Why not? Jake Paul. Nice. So now we've got most of our team. And actually our team isn't, like, really bad. We have good-ish coverage now. Actually, I'd say good-ish coverage. We actually have Pokemon. We don't just have one Pokemon that we're gonna rely on the entire time. Don't we get the berry battle before the gym? I think we do. No, not really that original. Yeah, we get to battle berry. Alright, well... Luckily, against Staravia, we actually have something to deal with. It's level 41. Man, level 41 Staravia. I guess the 20% gives it like a 6th level boost, I would assume, at this point. I'm actually not 100% sure. Because the ball's at level 34, so I just don't know. I don't know what the actual numbers are. Let's see, Monferno. So Clontus is actually the best for us taking out Monferno as well, which is, in fact, level 43. That defense drop will be nice for us. I think we can call this Learn Thunder. That's a possibility. I think it's just it learns better moves when it evolves. Dang, Monferno really tanked that. I have no idea if he was going to heal or not. No, he went for Focus Blast. Why does he have Focus Blast? Is a better question. Ooh, or a War Sphere would be one of them. I need a priority move right now. Because we don't really have, like, a proper priority move. I'm just gonna go Shadow. This means that Wake's gonna be pretty high level. Weasel's coming out, so we'll get Yamagami in, who can sort of avenge. I like how we're at level with the Weasel. Our strongest Pokemon's at the level of his weakest Pokemon. We may be doing Route 212 before we take on the gym. I think that is absolutely within the question. The realms of the question include that as an answer. So let's just go ahead and take down this Roselia then. Awesome. We are finally in the groove of beating him. That is a good thing. See, I never used Weasel. I've never been a fan of it. Never been a fan of Weasel. I wonder when this happens. There's gotta be a way to trigger it. Alright, we're really focusing on our big three right now. I'm tempted to just call it a big four with JoJo here. No, I don't need a level grind. Alright, we're gonna keep it on Rodil, because Rodil is 5 levels from evolving, whereas Jojodos is 9. Although, neither of them will be strong enough to really help at the gym, so we're just gonna keep it as it is. Ooh, Hyper Potion. Oh, that's why we didn't get to that item. I mean, yeah, we're gonna use, oh man. Well, we do need a fighting type move right now, or ground type. No, his ability. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the plan for Wake is just going to be a mix of Torterra and Togetic. And I think that'll work pretty well. I mean, Shadow's cool and all, but in terms of who's gonna be our strongest team going into the gym, asleep while being confused is pretty bad. It's such a good strategy, though. I was hoping to level up Shadow here. And all I'm getting are water types. Which I guess is good for Clontus, because we are going to need to level Clontus up. But I don't want our Pokemon to just get completely under-leveled. But also, we kind of need the levels on Clontus more. Especially if they're all going to be water trainers. You're... Alright, so if I do this... I just don't have enough shards, it does not tell me, okay. I don't think I really want to go into the mines. I don't yearn for the mines that much to go just to get the specific shards I need for a move that I really only need for one specific scenario, which is a backup scenario to the current one that I've got. Which is actually a backup to the backup plan because it's on a Pokemon that's... Anyway, the point is... It's a lot of work for a move that I don't really need. So I don't think I'm going to go for shards. Anime or cartoon during childhood? Probably Pokemon. If it wasn't Pokemon, then it would be one of Bakugan or Beyblade. But those were the three big ones. I know a lot of people were also into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z and stuff, but that was a bit more... I don't know. The other stuff was a lot more simple, I guess. I mentioned everything but Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. I don't know, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Was one of those shows that you kind of really had to... You had to be there from the start to really understand it. Not that you, like, couldn't pick up on it, but... There was lore there that if you just in passing watched, then you wouldn't pick up on it. And it also came on an awkward time, because the good thing about Pokémon coming on so early was I could wake up and watch it, and then it finishes, and then I'm ready for, you know, whatever's gonna happen on Saturday. So, you know, there was that too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was on, I think, at like... Yu-Gi-Oh! Was on closer to midday. And so if I caught it, especially like, mainly over the summer, would be like at the local pool or something like that, you know? They're serious, they're playing cards. I mean, I never disliked Yu-Gi-Oh! I always thought it was really cool. I've got a few Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards somewhere, but it wasn't... I never tried to get into it. So it's on me, too. So it's my own fault. But my interests were in the others. I actually brought my Beyblade set with me. I've got that. I still got that in my Bakugans. The ones that I've kept. Still got them. And Pokemon figurines and stuff. Nice to see this route is still having fun lagging. Even when it's being played on an emulator. Full heal. I'm trying to think of which one of Bakugan or Beyblade meant more in growing up in school. I think it was Bakugan. That was one where you actually had to, like, get into it. And I saw people, like, getting into hobbies for the first time, like, properly getting into hobbies. And thinking, oh my goodness, why are you taking this so seriously? Yeah, Bakugan was amazing. They had to ban Bakugan because of... Oh no, they banned Beyblade because of the metal. Beyblade was way more fun. And I'm talking back in the proper old days when they had metal whatsits. But I was gonna say I had, because I still have it. I've Twisted Tempo, which is just the OP one, and so I just use that every time, and at least for unmodified. And pretty much it was just guaranteed to win. Everyone using modifier, this is no good fire type? Yeah, basically. I mean, they at least added one more into this game. You can at least get like a Magmar now. So I think the only other time you were able to get one was post-game. But they made it possible. I'll use Flamethrower this time with Clontus. There we go. I think this guy's a Chatot. There we go. My knowledge, impeccable. It's just a shame we can't use Thunderbolt. Well, it's just when they made this game, they really just forgot that fire types exist. And they added Houndour and Houndoom, because that was definitely needed. And they added Magmar and Magmortar. I can't remember actually how many more they added. Because they didn't add a new Mel. They might have added like Growlithe or something. That's also one of the problems, is there's just not enough fire types in general. And like... a lot of the fire types are just very good, or in the case of like a Rapidash, is the only one available. But, yeah. I don't know if we're really ready to face the gym, but we're gonna go for it. We're definitely not gonna go straight into Crash or Wake the second we get back here, but yeah. Anyway, we are actually gonna try and get through this gym a little bit, then heal up, and then take him on. By that point, both our Pokemon hopefully will be around 40. I mean, Yamagami's already around 40, but yeah. Well, I can't have you solo the gym because there is a Pokemon called Gyarados that is just a little bit scary. No! Alright, Shadow, you got this. Actually, we're at the entrance. Well, yeah, but Gyarados is strong. That's kind of it. And I'd rather not waste a ton of potions if I can help it. And I guess I'd be using Razor Leafs, which I'm gonna want that for the other two anyway. We'll share the love. We'll share the love. Whether you want to or not, we're gonna share the love with the Pokemon in our team. Bulky Pokemon, what can you do? You know, logically, the fact that there are fishermen in here means that they can actually fish in the gym, right? Which means there's water-type Pokemon in the gym, which means when you lower the water, you're making it so there's less room for the fish. Because why else would there be fishermen? And Rodil is evolving. Also, I have seen the French voice, Goldine. We need to go to the renamer because it's Rodley, not Rodil, and I've been saying it wrong. Let's go heal our Pokemon. But there we go. Another evolution. I am probably gonna keep... Well... Actually, we'll take the item to give to Jojodos, because we're gonna want Jojodos to, you know, be leveled up faster. Because, you know, better Pokemon. The disrespect of seeking surviving in the first place. That is the problem with grass-type moves, is they just... Once you get past Razor Leaf, it's like, okay, now we got Solar Beam. So I think this is before, like, Power Whip, and... I guess there's Is it Woodwrecker? But man, the amount of moves, the options, are so limited. If I encounter another Seeking... I mean, I obviously would, because we want to do that, because we want to take on Crash or Wake. Well, if we put them to sleep, then hopefully that's okay. Ah, great. Clontis is who's supposedly going up against Gyarados. Does Gyarados come out first? Okay. Oh, you're not talking about random counter? Oh. Alright, let's get this party started. Because we also have it saved in like an hour. Gyarados is first, and Gyarados is supposed to be level 33. It definitely isn't. So let's see that increase in level. $47 levels. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll be able to do much with Shockwave here. I'm surprised we got to have. Alright, Shadow's gonna come out. Because I think Shadow can tank Gyarados pretty... yeah. And then we'll go for Hypnosis. Hopefully you can hit yourself in your confusion instead of go for Outrage, but you went for Outrage instead. And let's just hope he doesn't do this thing where they wake up immediately and it's all weird. Alright. Looks like they wake up and then they snap out of confusion. Nice. Alright, well, we'll go back into Shadow since that was working. Just hurt yourself in your confusion, my guy. There we go. Luckily, he'll get his Hyper Potions out now. I could also use this opportunity to revive and heal up Clontis. And we just have that option available. I like the idea of having this option available. Because we do more damage this way. I was gonna say, he's bound to wake up now. Okay. Well, in that case... Alright. Hypnosis. Confuse Ray. Clontis. Shockwave. Used Outrage. I could risk it. We don't outspeed, unfortunately. Somehow Shadow outsped once. 43. 50. Huh? Do we risk it or not? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna play it safe. Didn't need to play it safe. And there we go. Alright, Floatzel comes out. So, Yamagami, you can come out now and do your thing. He will have ice moves. Will he have Ice Beam specifically? I don't know. I would assume it's going to be an Ice Fang or Ice Punch. So we're going to get the defense up now anyway. Good, it's gone for Torment, which is going to make my life a little bit more difficult. Because after I take out Floatzel, yeah, because after Floatzel is Quagsire, who we'd want to take out with Razor Leaf, which we now can't take out with Razor Leaf. Go for Earthquake then. Oh nice, it's got Blizzard. No, because that's really just nice and handy and useful and awesome. See, this was the equation that or part of the equation that I didn't even look at because I didn't think would even happen. But are you ready for the Shadow Special of Hypnosis? And wouldn't it be crazy if I followed it with a Confuse Ray? And then follow that up by flashing you, so your accuracy gets completely depleted. Oh, you're awake? Apparently we've been nerfed. Okay. Here we go. And that's a bunch of flashes, so it's not going to hit us. We can just go for extra sensories. It just keeps waking up. And it hit me. And it hit me! Nah, this thing just does not want to deal with me at all. It's like, alright, we're not putting up with the sleeping confusing, we're just gonna wake up and do this fight fairly. No, I choose not to. It wakes up again. Oh my goodness. And we defeated Wake. We've done it. We have done it! Our 5th gym badge. And we get our Fen badge. And there we go. Brine. So let's go ahead and exit here. We'll do the Team Galactic thing. So we gotta deal with all this, and it's just a whole lot, and anyway. Let's go ahead and heal up our Pokémon. Didn't we get Drain Punch from Maylene? We did. Jojo just can't learn Drain Punch. Uh-oh. Galactic Bomb happened. Anyway, let's chase after the Team Galactic Grunt. And then once we chase the Team Galactic Grunt, I might just call it a day. Because we made some very good progress in all of this. I'm starting to like how this team is clicking, although I would say Togetic is a touch on the weak side. But not something that I'm overly concerned about. Some of that's my own fault in the Pokemon we were going up against. But we're getting to the point where we're, like, close enough to being ready to go. Finish up the game, for the most part. Move on to the next team. We will be assessing, which I will probably just go in order of Grass, Fire, Water, so we'll do Infernape next. Also, I think of the teams, Infernape doesn't have Togetic twice. Could do. I can't remember. Alright. Oh yeah, the group is Psyduck. And get the secret potion. I think next stream we need to make sure we get to a point in which there then aren't too many more things that we need to do. So, looking at the map, I'll do the go to fly. I think the last thing I want to do is get to Celestic Town, because then that means the next stream will be Canalave and Iron Island, and that's quite loud banging. Anyway, Canalave and Iron Island, then the 2 lakes. We then would go all the way up here, take on the Snow Point City Gym, and leave it at that. Do all the Distortion World stuff and Veilstone Galactic stuff for the stream after. Plus doing Sunny Shore City. And then, yeah, so we should get this done in about 6 streams. Which isn't too bad. Which basically does put this as the halfway mark. And there we go, we've given the Psyduck the medicine. And we do the old charm now. We're not going to do all the battles here, because I kind of just... It is a thing about being at this part of the game, where you're just like, I just want to get through it. You know, it's I don't know, it's one of those areas where you're just like, let it be over. And we got a lot of battles, which will be nice, because we'll get a lot of levels. Hopefully, that is. Ooh, Mud Bomb. I'll take that over Pursuit. Eh, why not? We'll go for it. We got Sunlight out. So Flamethrower is going to be stronger. Actually, I don't want to face them. Yeah. We'll swap out. Really? Luxio. Well, that's an easy one, isn't it? We know who's gonna take out the Luxio. And the Probopass. And I will be actually quite excited for Jojo Dose to get close to us level-wise. Because having 4 members is surely better than having 3 that we can use. Again, it's not to say that our other Pokemon aren't helpful or anything, but in terms of who we're consistently using on our team, Clontus' ability to use multiple different moves and have flying coverage is helpful for us, which is good. Because we had been missing that. That had been one of the definite key things we'd been missing. And like I said, I still like the combo of Bronzor, or Bronzong, now, and Torterra. That's a fun combo. Definitely a team that was in need of other Pokemon to be on it from the start. Which actually makes it interesting because it is a team where you do have to get through the first, basically, 6 gyms without a full team of Pokemon. Which is kind of unique. Noctow's giving me a bit of a tricky time. We only have 1 burn heal. Let's go for a wish. Nice. Sucker Punch for Feint Attack or Swagger. Sucker Punch is such a useful move. I think this is the last battle before we get to where we need to go. Come on, Rodeo, you got this against a Ponyta. I believe in you, Rodeo. You know what? We need a Rain Dance. That's what we need to do. Because then we get Swift Swim and we're fast. Well, there we go. Rodeo actually did a thing. And we can get our berries. And there we are, Celestic Town, where I'm going to call it quits for the day. We have made it all the way out here, and now it is time for us to say our farewells, save up the game, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.